bags. Our aim is to assist in the reduction of plastics within our environment. Obviously, we are quite aware that we cannot do it single-handedly, but as a corporate entity and part of our responsibility, we took the initiative to take on this responsibility. Today, we are at the point where we are actually going to present to a few organizations, that is environmental organizations, who have, well, we actually sent out a proposal. These persons responded, and in terms of the preservation of the environment, Massy has taken that initiative. The 25 cents charge that we have on plastic bags, obviously the fund is not for Massy. It is that we will pass it on to the various organizations that are working to preserve the environment. And today we have chosen 3, and so I'm very pleased to have you here to share with that. We should have had present today a member of our board, Mr. Hans King. Unfortunately, he has an emergency meeting. We also co-opted Dr. Renal Murray, and for those of you who don't know, Dr. Murray is an environmentalist, and he has been very gracious in accepting us and has been on board with us. And also, we would have also invited the Minister of Health, and he indicated that he may have had some challenges, but a representative would have been here. I've not seen them yet, but we're going ahead because we like to be on time. Unfortunately, we're starting a little late. That being said, I have here with me my general manager. Her name is Joanna Justin, and I don't want to steal her thunder by giving you a lot of information. I'll let her do that in terms of what we are about and this whole environmental strategy that Massy has, okay? So without further ado, I'll take the opportunity to introduce Joanna.
Thank you, Ms. Duncan, CEO of St. Vincent and the Grenadines Conservation Trust Fund, Mr. Van Burn Harry, National CEO of Action Beckway, Mr. David Harper, and other board member, Ms. Lucille Cozier, National Coordinator of Caribbean Youth Environmental Network, Ms. Clonisha Harry. Do I have the name wrong? Romeo. Okay, sorry about that, Ms. Romeo. Store managers, other invited guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On 4th July 2018, Massy stores across the region took the bold decision to transition customers to reusable bags through the introduction of a charge on single-use plastic bags. That decision to reduce plastic waste is part of our organization's broader commitment to find ways of operating more sustainably and becoming more environmentally conscious. Today, we can proudly announce that here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we have noted a 67% decrease in the plastic bag usage across our free stores. This translates to approximately 480,000 single-use plastic bags, which could have ended up in the landfill or in the environment. We credit the positive customer response to our reusable bag initiative to a number of factors. These include a focus on customer education and awareness through campaigns, highlighting and reinforcing the harmful effects of single-use plastic shopping bags, our very close collaboration with various environmental agencies on island, as well as initiatives provided during promotions during which we provided thousands of reusable shopping bags free of charge to customers to start instilling the practice over the past 2 years. With the implementation of the plastic bag charge in 2018, we indicated that part of that charge would go into an environmental fund to support environmental projects, groups, and agencies throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The fund became operational in February 2019, taking into consideration international best practice guidelines around its structure and governance. To date, through the fund, we have supported several activities, including beach cleanup, waste diversion depot, and have supported projects supported or spearheaded by various organizations. Today we are here to provide funding to the St. Vincent and the Grenadines National Conservation Trust Fund, Action Beckway, to manage portion of the funds that we have collected, which amounts to $10,000 each to these organizations. These funds will allow these entities to undertake a wide range of both marine and land-based conservation and environmental-related activities, including alternative sustainable livelihoods. The fund donated by Massy stores will also allow these entities to channel these funds to environmental projects with a focus on plastic waste management, or which have a plastic waste management component. We are confident that the National Conservation Trust Fund and Action Beckway are good organizations to partner with. We know that there are the frameworks in place. We have the confidence that the National Conservation Fund and Action Beckway are based on the government. We know that these two organizations have governance structures in place. You have duly appointed board of directors. You do your annual general meetings, and you have audited financial statements, and you have monitoring frameworks which will allow you to put your plans in place and deliver results. So we are confident that we can partner with you. CYEN will also be awarded funds towards the winning proposal valued at $10,000. This was as a result of the competition which was held to award environmental groups, community organizations, environmental clubs, schools, charitable organizations, and other non-profitable organizations. We will award one for mainland and one for the Grenadines. But unfortunately, based on the proposals that were submitted, no projects from the Grenadines met the criteria to be awarded funding at this time. However, there will be other opportunities for groups in the future to get funding from our environmental fund. A UN report issued in July 2018 notes that 127 countries have implemented some type of policy regulating plastic bags. The report showed that 27 countries have also enacted some type of ban on other single-use plastics like plates, cups, straws, and other packaging. Here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, single-use plastics is clearly on the national agenda, as we can see from the government's signal intentions to legislate this area. With the recent signature of the statutory rule and order of the Environmental Health Control of Disposable Plastic Regulations 2019 by Minister of Health, Luke Brown. At Massy stores, we are mindful of the role that organizations like ours play or must play in the role to solve environmental issues. And so, apart from our focus on raising awareness on the environmental impacts and hazards of single-use plastics and promoting sustainable options, we are continually pursuing many other sustainable initiatives with specific focus on improving the environmental sustainability of our organizations, of our operations, sorry. It is no secret that businesses such as ours generate some level of food waste and a lot of packaging material. And here too, we want to be responsible in terms of what we send to the landfill. I am also pleased to inform you that through these continuing initiatives and by encouraging our customers and importantly our team members to be more aware of the environmental practices, we can continue to advance the agenda for positive environmental action. We at Massy Stores SVG remain committed to doing our part, sharing best practices, listening to stakeholders, and collaborating with our diverse, valued customers to be a force for good. We are excited about the partnership with National Conservation Fund and Action Beckway, which we have no doubt will result in projects that will lead to a greener and cleaner St. Vincent and the Grenadines for generations to come. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.
Obviously, Joanna spoke about Action Beckway and the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Conservation Fund. In addition to those two, we also have the Caribbean Youth Environment Network. I think Joanna mentioned that as CYEN in her presentation a while ago. That's what it stands for. So all in all, we are looking at preserving our environment and getting everybody involved. Hence the reason why we have taken on the responsibility to present these persons with $10,000 check. Okay, so without further ado, I'd like to move right into that. Ginny has gone to collect the checks. While I wait on her, Joanna spoke about a number of environmental initiatives that we also embark on. One, we had a collection of plastic bottles in store. So we did that on a couple of Saturdays last year, where we actually awarded 5 points for every bottle returned, right? So we did that. We also did some beach cleanup among the staff. We did some cleanups of several beaches.
Tree planting at schools.
Sorry?
Tree planting at schools.
Right, we did tree planting at schools. So we are well engaged with our environment, and we just want persons to understand that this is not, we're not collecting 25 cents for a plastic bag for Massy. It's not a sale that goes to Massy. It's something that it's actually 25 cents for a deterrent, so that you do not buy a plastic bag. However, if you buy this plastic bag, the 25 cents goes to the environmental fund. So that is where we are moving to. And we're hoping that we have the support of the general public in this. And please spread the word around, because sometimes the message does not get out as it should in terms of what it is for. Quite often, persons are assuming that we are charging a plastic bag because we want to make more money. So I just wanted to get that out there. Okay? And yes, what we are doing internally as well, from the staff, those who have additional bags, and even if a customer wishes, they can as well. We have a box downstairs that we throw our reusable bag in. So if somebody really comes to the store and they don't have a bag, we can also offer them that bag. I know St. Vincent is putting a ban on single-use plastic bags as well. It takes effect from August, so we are well on our way, and we want to just encourage everybody to follow suit. Okay, so at this point I have Ginny bring the checks. So $10,000 to Action Beckway.
I just want to make it clear that I'm the CEO, but Lucille is the chairman of the board, or chairperson, I should say, of the board. And so So I think Massy would like to say a few words.
For those who don't know what Action Beckwith does, I will very quickly mention. We have set up a recycling system in Beckwith. We collect plastic bottles, cans, and we are also handling glass bottles. So we have also purchased ourselves a 11-ton truck. No, not 11 ton. We bring up 11 tons of plastic bottles, just to give you an idea of the quantity, to Air Inc. in Camden Park, sometimes twice a week. And what period in time, David, was it that we counted we had already taken out of the landfill over 650,000 plastic bottles?
That was in 2019.
Right.
In 2018, it was 400,000.
Yeah.
That's an incredible number of bottles coming out of an island the size of Beckwith.
Because yachties come in, we've provided huge bins for them to easily dispose of their plastics. So in addition to a couple hundred or more bins that we've put all across the island, which we ourselves empty every day and take to our depot, where we wash them, get them ready, and send them out. So that's just one bit of what we do in the recycling business. We do other things, but environmentally related, but that's our major thing right now.
Right. And I was swimming off Princess Margaret Beach on Friday, and I hit something in my head, and it was a plastic bottle in the water. So there's more for us to do, because we still have issues with plastic. But it's not just the decrease in the landfill that we achieve, but also in the kind of pollution that, like that plastic bottle, that finishes up in the sea. Oh, and I would also like to add that how inspiring Massy's program is.
Yes.
I mean, it's a world leader. And I go back to the UK and I see Massy bags occasionally, because not is the program itself in charging for the 25 cents for the disposable bags, but it's I think the achievement that you have done in making the bags beautiful, attractive, and the whole program is, as I said, very inspirational. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so much.
Right. Okay. So we are presenting $10,000 to St. Vincent and the Grenadines Conservation Fund.
If I can just have a few words, please, just to let everybody know what the SVG Conservation Fund is all about. I am the CEO, Mr. Van Born Harry. The SVG Conservation Fund is relatively a young organization. We're primarily set up to give out funds, grants for environmental projects, but our focus is on the conservation of biodiversity of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And right now we are in the process of finalizing our first set of call for proposals. So probably about early April we'll be giving out our first set of grants for projects throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This first call of projects, we would have about close to $350,000 to use on projects that will enhance the environment, both marine and terrestrial. So we're very excited about this, and we're very excited and thankful for the partnership with Massy. And we look forward for this partnership to be a long-lasting and fruitful relationship where all of us can work together to enhance St. Vincent and the Grenadines and make it a very more eco-friendly environment and more appealing to tourists and be brighter and greener. And our tagline is conservation for a greener future.
Yes, So $10,000 being awarded to the Caribbean Youth Environmental Network.
I'd just like to say thank you for the support towards the Youth Environment Project, because the reduction of plastic in St. Vincent and the Grenadines as well as marine conservation is a long battle, but at each step by step, we'll be able to conquer it sooner or later. So thank you so much for the contribution towards the project.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Janelle Gill, the Marketing Assistant of Massy Stores, and recently we had an environmental t-shirt design competition, and the person who won it was Mr. Stephen Vera. As you can see, some of our employees, they're proudly wearing it. Let us all do our part. So as you can see, yes. So distinguished chairperson, our most valued guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to be here to propose the vote of thanks on this ceremonious occasion. On behalf of Massy Stores SVG Limited, we extend a very hearty vote of thanks to all who attended this event. I must mention a deep sense of appreciation for the environmental organizations who received donations today. We are all inspired by a genuine commitment to effective environmental awareness and sustainability throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We thank you for attending. Indeed, your presence has been a pleasure. Once again, thank you very much.
All right, so I want to thank Janelle again for thanking us. It's a pleasure for us to take on this initiative, as said before, and we're happy that we have you guys on board, because we can't do it alone, okay? We need everybody on board so that it can be achieved. And with that, I want to say thank you. Thank you to the store managers, Katina, thank you for being here, and thank you to the media for covering this today. Joanna, thank you very much as well.